All right, getting a look at the build here. Pokestops, catchers, vacuum. That won't matter. Is that Pokemon? Oh, it's a Squawkabilly. Stop 4? Alright, let's go. No prediction? Oh, I got the prediction. I got you on the prediction. Alright, prediction's up. Nope, no it's not. Wait.
そういう意味で言いますと、なかなかこう小宮山選手のルギアとともに戦うデッキ、ルギア V スターであったり、鉄の貝な
And prediction will be up in a second.
強く出られるということが言えますか。
そうですね。小宮山選手本来であれば鉄の貝な EX ではスタートしたくなかったのかなと思われます。まあサイドを2枚取られてしまいますし。
Alright, prediction's up. There we go. Good luck.
タケルライコ EX デッキは HP が大きいポケモンが主体となっているので、あまり活躍の機会に恵まれないのかなと思われます。
鉄の貝な EX、まあ、レガシーエネルギーを作ればサイドを取られる枚数というのは1枚減るんですが、まあこのレガシーエネルギーをつけた状態で
Go for the Squawkabilly off the nest. So not super happy with the hand.
ただまあイキリンコ EX に弱点をつければというところはありますが、
今ね、菊池選手はイキリンコ EX ベンチに出しましたが、やはり特性が強いんですよね。イキリンテイク最初の番にしか使えない。
That's a lot of energy recovery to go though. The superior and a retrieval getting discarded here.
場の古代のポケモンにつけていく動きにつながるので、おそらく今第一のツアーで持ってきたこの2タイプのエネルギーもイキリテイクでトラッシュで後の準備とすることでしょう。
Maybe we'll see an attachment to the active at least? Maybe?
そしてオガポ緑の面 EX のデッキタイプというのは高校から結構早い段階で攻撃できる。
Alright, then yeah, attach active, then building. Superior, couple energy, a retrieval bites the dust. Oh yeah, a lot of good cards are going down there. I don't know. They had their Sada in hand as well. They could have just got Greninja and used concealed cards, to be honest. Just getting Greninja and using concealed cards there seems fine. Seemed fine. Not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. They also opened Iron Hands on the other side. Like, I feel like it would have been a good spot doing that. Alright. Gotta find some chops, get them in the discard pile, and also find at least one Lugia V. Like, ideally, two. Minchino's not bad either, though. We need to get to the rats. The way you win this prize trade is through the rats. Or, like, Iron Hands KO. Iron Hands KO Squawkabilly is also decent for prize cards, but... Ooh, we don't have a Lugia V yet. Or any chops, and we're doing a research here, it looks like. I can't tell what that other card is, but is that a Pokegear? It looked like a Pokegear. Any Guardian top? I don't think so. There's a Jack. Another little rat. But that's not a Lugia V. Jet the rat and call for family. Oh, that will work. That would work, yeah. Is there a jet in the hand? Jet the rat, call for family would work. Oh, it's an aroma. That's what the card was, yeah. I was like, what the heck is that card? Fails. That could be a Lugia V. And maybe you would almost would have hoped that was a heads, to be honest. Actually, I don't even know if I like how they played this here. What if instead of... What if after the first Great Ball, you just went into Call for Family? And then you held the Aroma and the Great Ball till next turn? No, maybe that's not correct, though. Doing a quick look at the deck, just checking prize cards. Everyone seems to be running a pretty thick rat line, like a 3-3 rat line. And jamming towers. Would have held the Aroma. Yeah, we could have. Well, there's a research in hand. I think they're going to research here. Like, you could have held the Aroma, which I don't hate the idea of holding the Aroma. But there's a research in the hand, so I think they're going to play the research. Because they do need to get Archeops in the discard pile still. There's no Archeops in the hand. But they need to get find the Archeops in the deck and then get them in the discard pile. I see Shuffle and then Prize Check. It's just a brain fart. I like forgot to. They are benching double rat here, which actually can make things awkward though. Oh, they're not gonna jet up. They're gonna leave the hands in the active. Ugh, I don't like that. I feel like jetting up. Also, they don't have two Lugia Vs now. So if this lone Lugia V gets KO'd, they're done. More rat action. I'm like a rat enthusiast over here. No Archeops still. Jeez. Alright, just pass over. If we see their second bolt off the top, which is pretty good. If we see Prime Catcher, that's it. That's kind of just game. I think you'll get too far ahead at that point by KOing the Lugia. Let's see. Tracking shoes. And we got... Oh, the Prime Catcher. What? Alright, into the Sada. And they have a Vessel. Is that it? It's just dead. That's it. Wait, they only have 50 minutes for top... They have 50 minutes for top 4. But they have 75 for the finals. Okay. They should have put the fighting on the bench and then vesseled into the... They misplayed that. They should have put the fighting on the bench and then vesseled into the lightning. Now they have to harder treat the Ogerpon energy, which isn't like terrible, but it's definitely a missequence. It's not like that big of a deal, but it could have been better. Could have been better. Went with an Ultra Ball. They could possibly run out of energy. Another energy biting the dust. I assume they're going for Greninja here. I can't imagine what else. Maybe Mew. If they play Mew, they might go grab Mew here, but I assume Greninja was the target. I don't even know why they're playing this Ultra Ball. They don't really have to be honest. It's not necessary to go for the Ultra Ball here. And they're thinking about an Ogerpon, which I don't hate the Ogerpon either, but it just doesn't feel necessary to even use this, to be honest. Keeping the energy seemed good. Yeah, keeping like all that stuff seemed pretty good. And they do have the, like they said, they do have the Prime Catcher KO, but they could have put the fighting on the bench and then vesseled into the lightning, attached the lightning to the bench. Now they have to retreat the energy off the Ogerpon and they discard all 4 energy in play while they're down to a superior and a retrieval. This could definitely lead to them like running out of resources, to be honest. There's the Prime. Yeah, there's the hard retreat. We didn't have to hard retreat though. Now we have to discard all 4, so it's 0 energy in play. We do remove the only Lugia in play, but now we have 0 energy in play. So we could go send up Rat and go for the Call for Family here. That looks like that is the play. Lining up for the Call for Family. Another rat. Oh, it's a big rat. Another little rat. They play a 4-3 rat line because they have a little rat prize as well. They got the whole herd of rats. Wait, why are we benching that rat? Put that rat back. Wait, what about Call for Family? What if we whiff? Is that ever worth to conserve the energy in play by not using Call for Family? I feel like we shouldn't have benched that other baby rat and then like... Never punished, man. Also, benching the baby rat is bad because now we can't Luminion. It's another reason to not put the baby rat in play. Now we can't even Luminion here. Alright. Now we don't have that many... Actually, we're getting kind of punished for... We have that having that 1 less energy in play here. On the Raging Bolt side, is that we're actually getting punished for it here. By not having that extra energy in play. Because all we could attack here by just having a... Wait, where the heck did the energy go? Oh, they're off to the side. They have like a second discard pile. We could attack this turn by just going retrieval attack, attach attack if we had 1 energy on one of these Raging Bolts. Stop. Only into the trekking shoes. Discard Ultra, get something. Not Sada. They have retrieval so they can go with the concealed cards. But they don't have a way to attack this turn. This is another retrieval gone. They're running low on resources here. There's an Ogerpon for 1. Into the concealed cards. I believe they just got rid of a grass there, so they drew a grass off the Ogerpon. Nothing yet, but here we go with the trekking shoes. We're looking for that Sada. And it is another trekking shoes. All right, go again. All right, goodbye, Ogerpon. And Pokegear. There's a pretty high chance this hits us out of here. We're through a ton of cards at this point. Oh, it's a fail. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a whiffed attack here. Could go with the burst draw, but I don't know what's left in the hand if we want a burst draw. Probably going to go with the burst draw. It's like 2 bravery charms and energy and something something. So burst draw here is probably fine. Should be a pretty clean draw here, I think. They got a catcher as well. I don't even know what you're bringing up here. Oh, I guess the Iron Hands, right? Yeah, if you get heads here, bring up Iron Hands. That'd be pretty annoying. Brave Charm, Brave Charm. They have burned a ton of resources here on the Raging Bolt side. Yep, discard, draw 6. Okay, the comeback is possible, but now, see, this is the problem with benching that other Minccino. Now we're bench locked. The Raging Bolt whiffed the knockout, and now we're bench locked out of double Archeops. That's why you don't bench. That's why you don't bench that extra Minccino. We could go Jet Boss. If there's Jet Boss in hand, also we bench locked ourselves out of Luminion as well. And we have a Luminion in hand we'd like to play. Luminion's not really that good unless they take a knockout. They didn't take a knockout, so Luminion is... Even if we had one less Minccino in play, Luminion would be pretty bad. Ooh, I like this play, though. Oh, it could work out as well. The Pokestop. We hit the Aroma. If we get heads on Aroma... Wait. We still have our bench locked. Never mind. I thought it was better than it was. I thought we had 1 bench space to work with. Or 2 bench space to work with. We still only have 1. Because if we got heads on Aroma, we got double Archeops, Ultra Ball with double Archeops, get Lugia V-Star, Lugia V-Star for double Archeops. But now we have Ultra Ball. The question is, do we go with the solo Archeops? Well, didn't we get Tails on that, or am I tripping? I thought I saw a Tails there. Was it a heads? Maybe it was a heads. Okay, so we got the Ultra Ball, and we would have had the punish here if we just didn't bench the Minccino, but we benched the Minccino. If you just don't bench Minccino there, then we have double chops this turn. So we get punished for benching the Minccino. The Raging Ball player whiffs, but now we can't take advantage of their whiff. It was Tails. It might have been. It might just be like a dark coin. It maybe is a. Maybe is a thing. It could be a dark coin. I don't know though. We'll see. 1 chops. Yeah, we got 1 chops. That's all we got. 1 chops. We get punished for benching that Minccino. Feels bad, man. Could have had it. We could have had it. We could have had the potential comeback here from that slow start, and the really good start from the Raging Bolt. We can still, I mean, we can still win from here, but like with 1 chops in play, about to lose all of our energy, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough here. Why do you overbench? I don't know. Misplay. I don't try and justify people's misplays. I just point out their misplays. Alright, Raging Bolt gets sent up. Need to find a Sada this turn. We need to find the Sada this turn. Oh, I think there's a Sada in this hand. Okay, we have a Sada to work with here. Alright, we're kind of cooking. There's a lot of energy recovery gone still, though. There's a lot of energy recovery gone. There we go, fighting lightning. There's the lightning drawn off of that as well. So it'll take 2 energy to knock out this rat. And then on the Lugia side, the Lugia player could send up a Lugia and punch with Lugia. Going attach for turn plus accelerate double turbo. Attach or accelerate double turbo. 4 energy on the Lugia. Attack again, but then that gets knocked out. And I think this kind of just comes down to will the Raging Bolt player run out of energy? But I think it is possible that they run out of energy, to be honest. I think it is possible. We'll see. The Raging Bolt. Oh my, discarding. No, that makes sense. The active can't get KO'd. I was like, what? We're not going to discard anything out for our active? But our active can't be KO'd, so it's fine. It's actually fine. All right. Over to the Lugia side. You could punch with Rat with a Legacy energy as well, to be honest. That would actually be okay. A Legacy to Rat. Hit him with the Legacy Rat. Oh, are they going for the Legacy Rat? No, maybe not. How else could they... Is there a way for them to win the prize trade? Oh, wait, there is. They can Iron Hands Billy for 3, and then 1-hit KO the Greninja with Lugia. They can actually win the prize trade, or even the Minccino. They have Luminion in hand, and the Legacy energy, and the boss. Wait, they actually have the play. They just hands the Billy. As long as they have a double turbo in the deck, they have hands Billy for 3. Wait, that's crazy. Dude, Lugia has become such a more powerful deck. It's kind of crazy. We've seen some crazy... No! Not the rat! Wait, this still works, though. You can go rat... Wait, this still works. You can go rat, KO... No, but you should go for the hands play here, right? You should definitely just go for the hands play here. You can go rat, KO, squawk. Rat, KO, squawk here is still fine, but I feel like the hands play is better. Oh, wait, are they out of double turbo? Oh, they're out of double turbo. That makes sense. When did they run out of double turbo energy? All right, well, you couldn't do it then, I guess. So we could go Chinchino knockout, Chinchino KO the Ogerpon seems decent then, right? Remove an energy from play, get a KO. I like that. DT in hand. Even if there was a DT in hand, their legacy is also in hand, so they can't attach both to the same Pokemon. Shouldn't you still attach legacy to hands? I guess you could. You could go Boss KO Greninja legacy to Iron Hands, right? Wouldn't that could work as well? You could go legacy to Iron Hands, Boss KO Greninja. But then if they Boss KO your Archeops, you're in trouble. Or Boss KO your Iron Hands. I think you'd be okay if they Boss KO your Iron Hands, actually. They can DT this turn, legacy next. They don't actually have a DT in hand. They don't have a DT in their hand. They might have a DT prized. But they could still legacy to hands this turn, attach to hands again, ideally if you draw into an energy, and then accelerate 2 into play. So that would still work. That would still work here. Oh, wait, but they have Ursaluna. I forgot about Ursaluna. Dude, Lugia is crazy, bro. So you can go Rat, KO, Ogerpon into Ursaluna, KO, Ogerpon. Dude, it's just a broken deck. Lugia is broken, bro. What the heck? They're gonna win. That's crazy. I did not think they were winning this one. It's just a broken deck, though. It's too good. They literally got their Lugia turn 1 knocked out. Or turn 2 knocked out. And they're gonna win this one. That's crazy. Has like 20 win cons? Yeah, I know. There's like a million win conditions. Ursaluna as well is like a huge deal. Their Lugia V got KO'd turn 2. Whiffed the next turn of Lugia attacking. The Raging Ball player did whiff. They did misplay by putting the extra Minchino in play. That was still a misplay. And now they've gone to a solo Chops board and are making a comeback. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean that the hands option, the Ursaluna option, everything, man. That's crazy. That's wild that they're actually winning this game. Yeah, the way things play out, I mean, it works out, right? Like, but it's crazy to watch it unfold and actually see it happen. You should ignore the Raging Bolts, just gust. We're cooking. Yeah, here's Asada. I mean, all they can do is hope that there's no Gust plus with the Ursaluna on the next turn, but we see the Gust and the Ursaluna on the next turn. I think they had access to double Chops, but they only had one. They only had one bench space open because they overcommitted the Minchino. They overbenched with the Minchino, so they could have had double Chops in play, but they overbenched. They overbenched. Why doesn't he scoop? Because they don't know if they have game. Game's not guaranteed. There's no reason to scoop here for sure. You definitely shouldn't scoop here. As the Lugia player, you don't, or as the Raging Ball player, excuse me. You definitely don't scoop here, but. Not sure that wasn't Tails. I'm also not sure that wasn't Tails, but I guess it doesn't matter because they still had access to that Archeops no matter what. So even if they somehow, even if that tails was a tails and not a heads, they still would have got access to one Archeop, so it doesn't really change anything in the outcome of the game, thankfully, but... He has boss in hand. Well, yeah, we know he has boss in hand, but the Raging Bolt player doesn't know he has boss in hand. Alright, there's a knockout, gift triggers, but then, yeah, has boss KO with the Ursaluna. What can Ogerpon do, though? Well, if there's no boss here, the Ogerpon player just goes boss KO Lugia next turn and wins the game. But there is the boss here. If they don't have the boss here, then the game is closed. Then the game it could be just one for Raging Bolt next turn. Okay, there it is. Lugia takes game 1. That was a crazy comeback, to be honest. Yeah, there's so many things about Lugia now, man. Like that's wild that Lugia won that game. That is kind of crazy. Holy smokes. Let's see how game 2 goes now. I'm interested to see where we go from here. But I did not expect that at all. With how the game played out, like it looked like it was just about to be a dominant game for the Raging Bolt. But yeah, I mean Chinchino's a 1-prize Pokemon, confirmed. And then Ursaluna, endgame closer, works. Wellspring? I don't think they have the Wellspring, no. It is change Ethan's 1 Archeops from the deck. It could be a card instead of the second boss. I mean, it's just like it's just stuff that just doesn't matter. I don't like you're not wrong, but it just also doesn't matter. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'll probably rant about it one day. You're not wrong, but like they would have discarded a basic Pokemon instead of the Archeops. Like if they did get Tails, they just go get like a Lugia V and discard the Lugia V instead of an Archeops. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still thinning a card out of their deck. It doesn't actually change anything, basically. Alright, here we go. Minccino. I am curious to see if the Raging Bolt player chose first or second. Double Chops prize? That's not great. You only need 2, but you gotta find the 2. Alright, the Ogerpon player did choose second. Is it attached pass? No, they chose first! Dude, what? Why are we not choosing second? Why do people hate choosing second? I actually had them on the donk, I think. Why would you not want to go second in this matchup? Steal first from Lugia? I think you want to give Lugia a worse setup, though. Like, this is what I was talking about, like with the other matchup earlier. Like the Bolt deck is built to attack turn 1, right? So if they're always attacking before you attack, why would you not want to give yourself a higher chance of setting up to deal with their attack? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me to go first in this matchup. Because Raging Bolt is such a good a deck that's so good at attacking. This is yeah, we're in top 4 right now. I don't know. I could see it, but it doesn't seem correct. Would it be worth doing research with that hand if you have Ursaluna? Research with the hand if you have research? I mean, that's all their hand is. Their hand is like 5 energy and a research. And I feel like every time I see the games play out and I'm like, nah, that deck should have gone the other thing, they always get punished. Like, the Raging Bolt player, they would have gone Minccino pass if the Raging Bolt player had chosen second. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm always open to being wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm open to being wrong, but it's never happened before, so I'm just gonna trust the that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Going first to dodge Carmine. We don't really dodge it though, but that's the thing. They just get. You're not like. The reason the Carmine matters is because you're about to attack them, so they got a Carmine to make sure they can, like, you know, set up more effectively. But it's like, if the Lugia player gets to go second, it's like, oh, okay, I could Carmine or I could Iono instead. You know, it's like, oh, I get more options to work with because the Raging Ball player chose first, and they're not attacking until the next turn. So the pressure's not coming onto me until the next turn. So I get to, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if you go first against Raging Bolt, you're like, well, they could just freaking nuke me next turn. I gotta like prep for that, you know? As much as I can, if you can. And sometimes you just can't, and that's the thing. Like, well, I have a Researcher and Iona in my hand. I can't play that. So because of that, I just have to pass. You know what I'm saying? And just whatever I have is what I have. Okay, they did top deck an Aroma here. They did top deck an Aroma here. Maybe they just want another setup turn? I mean, sure, maybe. I'm just saying that I think it's wrong. I don't care what they want. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what they want. I could care less about what they want. I think they're just misplaying. They go for the Lugia. I think there might have been a Jet in hand. We could have gone for the Call for Family here. Do I have a Dragon Shield discount code? Yep. It's AzulGG. What is Jamming Tower good for? It shuts off the Bravery Charm in this matchup, but that's not that big of a deal. It's good against Gardevoir. Gardevoir's like the main thing. Lugia always needs 2 turns, so I don't understand. Lugia needs 2 turns, but Raging Bolt can attack on the first turn. So if you're playing a Lugia Mirror, you want to go first because they can't attack you turn 1. But if you're gonna get attacked first turn anyway, basically the thing is, if you're gonna get attacked on the first turn anyways, you'd rather have them attack into your board state after you've had a turn of draw supporter, basically. So you have a higher chance of stabilizing. All right, so we did find the second Lugia V, which we did need. We also found a Minccino, which is solid. We don't have to bench the Minccino, but it looks like they are going to go with the Minccino bench. And then we're going to go with the read the wind here and get rid of something. And even in matchups where... I don't know. I got to think of a better way to explain it, to be honest. All right, read the wind. We got rid of a Jack, did not get rid of an Archeops, and there's no guaranteed outs to Archeops in this current hand. This is looking like another rough start here for the Lugia player. As long as a KO actually happens here. If a KO doesn't happen here, then the Lugia player will probably be fine. I discard Jack. Honestly, that's a good question, because if you draw into an Ultra Ball, then you could go Jack plus Ultra Ball. I think you're right. That does seem like a misplay to discard the Jack there. At first, I was like, it's probably fine. But I think you're right. It's probably a mistake to get rid of Jack there. I don't know what the other cards were, but getting rid of Jack does not seem like the play. Also, because there's Pokestop in play, right? We could, or did that just come into play? I don't even know. But if the Pokestop does come into play, we could Pokestop into an Ultra Ball that combos with the Jack, right? What I was going to say is, even in matchups where you both don't do anything turn 1, like Charizard Mirror, you still want to go second because your turn 2 potential when going first with a draw supporter on your first turn versus going your first turn not having a draw supporter is higher. Therefore, on average, you'll be put in a better spot to play the game if you go second, even in something like a Charizard Mirror. But matchups where your opponent can attack on the first turn and hit you really hard like Raging Bolt, you also want to go second. Things like Lost Zone matchups are sometimes a little bit different because the max they can do is hit you with a Cram, so it's not as threatening. All right, the Raging Bolt attack is coming here though. Got the knockout. The setup on the board actually is not that great. So if there is a Minccino return 1-hit KO, it's not looking good for the Raging Bolt player here. And here comes the hit. Let's see if we get the punish for the Jack discard here. Ooh, Raging Bolt pulled off the prize cards is pretty big there though. Is there going to be a top deck Ultra Ball? One time top deck Ultra Ball. No, it's a Lugia V-Star. But hold on. Ooh, I don't even know if I like this. Well, that's a heads. Goes for an Archeops. Is there an Ultra Ball in hand though? I was going to say, we could have Pokestopped first to increase our odds of milling Archeops. Why not stop first? That's what I'm questioning here, but I'm curious what else they have in hand. They have a research. Okay, they have a research. That's why they did it. I don't hate this sequence in here. Legacy to the Ursaluna. What? But now we can't KO the active. I guess we get the Jamming Tower. If we attach active, we could have KO'd the active. But now we can only put 4 energy on the active. If we get Jamming Tower, we can still get the KO, I guess. Or we could just like hit for 280 and get the Jamming Tower later, which is like okay. Isn't Jamming Tower prized? I think they play 2. Maybe they don't though. Another whiff on the Archeops. Here comes the Capturing Aroma. The Pokestop is still in play though. It's fine for them to do this first though, because if they get tails or heads, they can get a different Pokemon and thin out of the deck, and then try and mill a thing with Pokestop, which is fine. They can get a Minccino, and then use Pokestop, hope to hit Ultra Ball. Hope to hit Ultra Ball or the other thing. Then we should be good. Okay, but last time it was an Evo. Well, it's silver on top. Depending on how the light shines on it, it looks like it's tails, but it's heads. I think they're where stop. I don't know. I'm just saying what they should do. We'll see if they use it or not. They also might think that they shouldn't use it here, but because the ball player didn't have too aggressive of a setup, so not using stop here doesn't seem terrible. Nope, they're going for it. Here we go. 1, 2. No Archeops, no Ultra Ball, so double chops is not an option here. I can't double chops here. Could go for the solo chops worked last time, but he's just gonna pass here. Not gonna go for the solo chops this time. Okay. Can't say I hate the choice. Over to the Raging Bolt side though. We're looking for a one-hit KO. Well, we could KO the Lugia, and we just kind of win the game if we get the... Well, I said that last time. I said that last time. But then they won, so... I said that last time, but they won. But if we get the Lugia KO here, there's no way we lose, right? There's no way we lose this game if we KO the Lugia here. And it is possible. Because we haven't used Prime... Wait, have we used Prime Catcher? No, we haven't used Prime Catcher yet, right? I don't think so. Prime Catcher has not been used. So we could get the Prime Catcher here. We'll see. Probably should start with the Pokestop. They're chilling, they're cooking. Hit the stop, hit the stop. Alright, we're not hitting the stop. Alright, now we hit the stop. Alright, draw with the Ogre Pawn first. Alright, now we hit the stop. Has Ultra Ball in hand as well. We could go get Greninja. Or, well, we might want to thin out Greninja before we hit the stop. I guess that would be okay. I'm a big fan of hitting the stop, though. There's Greninja. More draw power on the way. Using Greninja before stop, I think makes sense. In my head, it makes sense. I'm not 100% sure it's correct, though. Two. Billy, obviously not spectacular. I don't know what the other card was. We do have a Pokegear in the hand, though. And we got that stop. Not great, but we got the Trekking Shoes. Ooh, what is this one? What is it? What is it? What is it? They're not sure about this one. They kept it. Now I really want to know what that card is that they kept it. And here we go. Pokegear. We find the Sada. Oh, that's a lot of Pokemon. We get a boss. Another whiff. It's a whiff here. These whiffs have been huge so far, giving the Lugia player a way to back into the game each time. No Sada this turn means no attack. I don't think we're using a Bursting Roar out of this hand. There's a lot of cards in this hand. I think we're holding this one. Attach Active Pass is probably going to be the play. Maybe to the bench. Could attach the bench pass. Actually, the hand doesn't have that much good stuff in it. We could Bursting Roar here. You could even boss the Ursaluna. Boss Ursaluna Bursting Roar. Switches into the Greninja. That seems fine as well. We can't Bursting Roar now. We can only draw one card as well with the Ogre Pawn. There's not a lot of draw power in the hand. Doesn't use the boss and just passes. Okay. Alright. One chops in the discard pile. That's it. Just one. No way to discard chops in hand. Also not good. Any rats. This feels like a situation where we gotta go into it might be a solo chops angle here. Has Iono, but honestly, for the current situation, with no Sada last turn, I don't love. Why don't we evolve the active to a rat? Why wouldn't we evolve the active to the big rat? Are we not trying to attack with big rat here? All right, here we go. If we get heads, tails. All right, solo chops is still on the menu. Another small rat accounted for. Do we wait again? The hand is literally all energy too, which is kind of bad. Kind of unfortunate. Gift to Ursaluna. Interesting. And pass. Okay, we're passing. Here's Asada. Finally going to load up these bolts. Looking for that Prime Catcher KO on this. The only Lugia. There's one Lugia in play. Looking for the KO on it. Oh, and with the Sada, they're going to concede. Okay, with the Sada, they're going to concede. Okay. Is there an argument to stop there with a thin deck and Iono? Before? I don't know. What, did they not stop actually at there at all? Did they not even stop once? They should have stopped, did they? All right. Before he used Aroma. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know. I'm too tired. All right, well, we'll see what they do now. I'm curious to see if the Lugia player still chooses first. Wait. No. In this game, the Raging Bolt player chose first. I'm curious to see what the Lugia player chooses, actually. What time is it for me? 2 a.m. But I have like a strict bedtime. Well, not like a strict bedtime, but I like go to bed at midnight every single night. So I get pretty tired around like 11:30. Like I feel tired around 11:30. So I'm like 2 hours and a half past my bedtime. So I'm like pretty cooked. Not like a super strict bed, but you know what I'm saying. Am I doing finals still? I want to do the finals still. I'm pretty tired, but I want to do the finals. I do want to. I want to know what the Lugia player chooses here. I want to see if the Lugia player chooses first or second. We'll see. We'll see what they think is correct. I've been hyping up choosing second, but ooh, the Billy's prize. I think they only play the one Squawkabilly. We've seen some lists with two, some lists with one. Lugia player chose first. They're living off the Aroma to find a Lugia V. I can't tell. It looks like a Tails. But we've been duped before. That's heads? I don't know, is it? I actually can't tell. I'm just going to believe whatever Pokemon they take. Take a basic, it was Tails. If they take an evolution, it was heads. Alright, looks like a heads. Alright, so no Lugia V turn 1 here then. Unless I'm tripping. I'm not tripping though. See, this is why I like going second. If we just go second, we get to play Iono, we get to play Research. We get to play the game more. Now over to Raging Bolt. Can they get that turn 1 play off? Here comes the Nest Ball. That looks, honestly, their hand looks like a good Squawkabilly hand. The Billy is prize though, so we're not going to be squawking no Billies. That's kind of dirty. So we got to go with a Greninja here instead. Draw some cards. And hope that leads us to a turn 1 attack here. Does Lugia like going second or first? Generally, Lugia likes going first, but in this matchup, I think you want to go second. I think this matchup and Charizard, Lugia wants to go second. At least those two, but... Most matchups you go first though. Most matchups.
数が少なくてもですね、第一の器で持ってこれたり、一回トラッシュに行ったらあとはオーリー任せの気迫でつけたり。
Not playing 2 squawk is crazy. I don't know if I would call it crazy. You have a decent amount of hands where you don't squawk.
差が多いデッキ。ということにはなります。
Calling it crazy is a little wild. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of out of line for that one. All right, we're gonna get our energy here. We just need a Sada here. The only thing we need is a Sada. I wonder if they... No, they probably shouldn't grab a grass energy here. They have an Ultra Ball in hand, so they could have got like a... I don't know, whatever the other card is. They could have Ultra Balled for a... Dude, what is it called? Oh, they got another Nest Ball here. We got it now. Ogre Pawn. We don't have a grass energy for the Ogre Pawn, though. What are my takeaways from this tournament? Nothing. Lugia was a little bit more popular than I expected. That's about it. That's like my only takeaway, to be honest. All right, here we go. Concealed cards. Sada. Another Bolt. Another Nest Ball. Only thing to grab here is Ogre Pawn. We don't have the option of the Squawk because it is prized. Takeaways, people refuse to go second. True. People do refuse to go second. The cat's going crazy. Oh, and another one. The whole squad. We got no room for Squawk no more. The no Squawk zone. Attach and Bursting Roar. And Bursting Roar. Do you have to have a hand to use that attack? You don't, right? You can just discard, draw 6. I assume so. All right. Lugia gets away with it there. The big rats are out. The jamming tower's out. And the research to discard the Archeops. All right, 1 chops in the discard pile. We need to find some Lugia Vs, though. Ideally, 2 of them. Hey, hold up. We cooking. 1. And hold up. And 2. Jack for next turn. Could attach active, and what does the first attack do? We could just slap. Oh no, slap with gift is way better here. Gift active slap is definitely the move here. Because then if they KO our active, we draw 3 cards and can get to the second chops. Because we have Jack but no Ultra Ball in hand. And the slap for 30 does set up for if they get Pokestop plus Bravery Charm to like set up for only needing 4 energy on the follow up. Yeah, actually I kind of like the slap there with the gift. Is it a slap? Also, the slap sets up for a 3 energy Cinccino knockout as well. The slap is effectively an energy for the Cinccino later. Would I ever consider retreating into a Lugia? No. I would slap him. Gentle slap. Is it gentle slap? That's definitely the move. The slap's the move for sure. Is there fighting energy in the hand? That looks so weird, the way they did that. Wait, did they not have a fighting energy in the hand and then drew 2 vessels off the Sada? Am I trolling? Are they trolling? Am I trolling? Oh, do they have the... They're going for the Prime Catcher play. Okay, wait, does that even make sense? Dude, if they whiff an attack this turn somehow, my mind will be blown. Maybe they did it like that because they have a Gust. But gusting the Lugia is not even... Gusting Lugia is like okay here, I guess. I don't know. It's like not that good. I guess you kind of maybe just want to go after the 2 prizers. But I guess if you KO this Lugia this turn and then they whiff on the next turn, then you can KO the other Lugia next turn. So it probably still makes sense to go chase a Lugia here if possible. I think we still go for the Lugia chase here. But it looks like it might be an attack into the act. No. They didn't grab the lightning, which is interesting. They went for the fighting. That makes me think they're knocking out the active here. Alright, whole squad's fully loaded. Got a Pokemon catcher here. Looks like there's a Tails. Still plenty of energy in play. We could go after a Lugia here, and like we're hard to treat. I think we should go after a Lugia here. They're attaching active, so I guess we're not going to go after a Lugia. Well, no, you could still go after a Lugia here. Yeah, but see, now we're burning an energy off the retreat, which we didn't have to. So they definitely misplayed that. That's definitely a misplayed sequence there for sure. They definitely could have like made it so they don't have to do that. But there's a jamming tower in play, so I don't know how I feel about that Bravery Charm being put on the active here, but it's probably not a huge deal. I don't love it though. All right. Like, okay, leaving the energy on the active. That's fine. Here we go. Knockout. All right, go Mr. Rat. Rats are in. Top decks here, Ursaluna. Only has 1 chops in the discard pile. But that is enough to get the KO on the active and start to build up energy on the bench. This could be fine here. You can knock out the active with 4 energy, and you can start to build up energy on the next rat. Chops for 1. Solo Chops Gaming. There we go. Load up 2 energy on the active. Attach V-Guard to bench Chinchino. Knock out the active Raging Bolt. Ooh, if they're going for the legacy off the rip here, reduce the prizes being taken. I don't hate it. I don't know if it's correct, but I don't hate it. Double turbo does work, right? Yeah. 2 wins with solo chops. How does Lugia do it? I guess the deck's just broken. Lugia is just a broken deck. No wonder it's the most popular deck at the tournament. The thing is just insane. Oh, we're going back in. The Jack. Let's find some big rats. Or at least 1 big rat. For our last rat. They passed it. It's in the deck. I saw it. There we go. They like went past it and they're like, wait a second. Where's my rat? Okay, I don't hate the fail. Draw more with gift. That makes sense. Lost chops, GG. Not actually. In this scenario, actually, that wouldn't guarantee the game. Because you get a 1-hit KO here with this Chinchino. The next Chinchino gets a 1-hit KO, and you can build up the other rat to go boss KO. What is the thing called? You can build it up to boss KO the Ogre Pawn. But I think a good line here to have going KO chops here is not bad. Boss KO chops here would not be a bad play, I don't think. I don't know if it's the best play though, actually. I'm trying to figure out if that is the best play, or is KOing the active here just the better play? Oh, triggering gift energy for the current setup never sounds good, actually. I take that back. Yeah, boss KO chops into boss KO the Chinchino. I think I do like that play. But theoretically, the Lugia player can still just draw the prize cards first. What are time rules in Japan? Oh shoot, there's only 2 minutes left. Tied 1-1, 2 minutes left. It's just most prize cards drawn at that point. Who's ever drawn the most prize card wins the game. But this should always favor the Lugia player, I think, with that. No extra turns. They just play even turns. So they just even up the turns. So the player on the left, so like on the top of the screen, you see it's turn 3, turn 3. They just need they need to have even turns. Time is called. If turns are not even, they play to that next player's turn. If turns are evened up, and if turns are evened up and prize cards are even, you play to the next prize card wins. They got the stop here. They did find the bump on the jamming. Actually, the bump on the jamming is actually a big deal, right? You could still go boss KO Ogre Pawn. Oh, but there's always the Ursaluna. I always forget about Ursaluna. You can always use Ursaluna to close out the game on the Lugia side. But can't 1-hit KO the active. Well, I guess you could find second jamming tower if they play 2 jamming towers. But I think they have a boss in hand, so they should be able to just go boss and bench Ursaluna and then be in a pretty good spot. Isn't Lugia favored then on time? Yeah, that's what I said. Like, or I think that's what I meant to say. Lugia's in a good spot for the situation. Is what I like. Well, I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant to say. All right, there's a knockout. Goodbye, rat. Draw 3 off the gift. No prize cards. They did catch it in time. That's good. Hey, they drew into gift. No gust though. Yikes. No gust. They needed a gust here because they don't want to just punch into this Raging Bolt. Top deck Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball can go to Lugia or Luminion. Ultra Ball for Luminion. So Lugia just needs to KO something and they win. Basically, yeah. Because then if you get gusted around, if they gust around and KO a 2-prizer, then you just punch with Chinchino again. So if we just go boss KO Ogre Pawn here, the game is basically over. So basically, the player on the right has played one more turn than the player on the left. So the player on the right or the player on the left gets one more turn. So, but if you draw two prize cards from the player on the right, then the player on the left has to draw 2 prize cards. And if they draw 2 prize cards, they don't KO your rat. And if you don't KO the rat, then the rat KOs you, and then you lose. So if they just go Ultra Ball for Luminian for boss, bring up Ogre Pawn, Archeops, put 2 energy on Chinchino, KO Ogre Pawn, draw 2 prize cards, then the game is over. Does that then not make going second even better? I mean, you get like, yeah, you always get you always get an extra turn of supporters, and maybe a little bit, not, I don't think by like a whole ton though, like a little bit, sure, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. But like not by like a whole, like I don't know if that's like a really strong reason to. It does make going second a little bit better, but not to the point where you would choose first or second based on that. Unless there was like really not that much time left, then maybe you would, to be honest. Because knowing what you have to do when the win conditions change can change how you play, right? Like if you know it's not going to be a game where you have to draw 6 prize cards, you only need to draw like 3, then that can change how you play the game for sure, right? You like play less for a longer game, more for a shorter game. So it definitely could happen. Alright, so the Chinchino setup, Luminian's been used. It's all going to plan here. Just got a boss KO the Ogre Pawn with the grass, and then the game is over. I don't see a possible route that the Raging Bolt player could take, but maybe there's something I don't see. Oh, they haven't even attached return yet? Bro, that's crazy. We're cooking. Ursaluna's getting involved as well. Unstoppable. Alright, so there's the boss KO. So now the Raging Ball player gets one more turn. And after this turn from the Raging Ball player, they need to be ahead on prize cards or tied on prize cards. If they aren't, they lose. So basically, the Raging Ball player has to KO take a 2-prize knockout. If they take a 2-prize knockout, then Archeops and the Chinchino live. And if the Archeops and the Chinchino live, then the Chinchino just KOs anything next turn, and then the Lugia player wins. Right now, the players are just confirming the rules with the judge. It's not looking good. Oh, actually, the big difference maker here was that legacy energy, right? Because if they had 3 prize cards left, they would win with a boss on the Luminian or the Lugia. So it all came down. That legacy energy was a big deal, using it that early on. It's actually kind of crazy because it didn't feel like they had to use it there, but it ends up making a big difference here in the end. Actually, I don't know if that's what they were thinking in the moment, or just like they're like, well, I'm not going to use this anywhere else anyways. May as well use it right now. Definitely a game changer. Is there even a way for Bolt to win right now? I'm pretty sure that no. The only way Bolt can win is if the Lugia player misplays. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only way for Bolt to win is, yeah, it has to be the Lugia player misplaying for Bolt to win. I'm pretty sure. Bolt needs a 1-prize attacker to deal with the Chinchino. No, because even then the Chinchino player is still up on prize cards. They have 2 prize cards remaining. It's just who's ahead on prize cards here. Oh wait, you're not talking about this situation specifically. You're just talking about in general. Yeah, you have to play the Sandy Shocks. The Sandy Shocks deals with the Chinchino. Just fine. All right, there's a knockout. Gets a 2-prize knockout. Now we're tied up on prize cards, which means we're tied up on prize cards and turns are even in time. Next prize card wins. If I was playing this tournament, what deck would I run? Probably Guardy. There's the chops. Load up 2 energy, and Lugia gets the dub here in top 4. 2-1. Congrats, the Lugia dub. With the solo chops. Solo chops gaming for 2 dubs. We're into it. Another bolt, 2 bolts to work with. Draw 1. Okay, they do have the Sandy Shocks, which would be a good matchup into the Minccino. You don't really want to put 2 pressure on your active here. Maybe you do for the first one if you think they can't get the KO. I don't know if they want Squawkabilly here or not, but it is prize, so Squawkabilly is not an option. They have to settle for Greninja instead. I imagine they're going to grab Greninja here. I guess you could go for another Ogre Pawn, but not getting Greninja here doesn't make a whole ton of sense.
まあ、タケルライコ EX がそうですね、今回だと投エネルギーが2枚サイドに行ってるので、もしかするとチラーミーやチラチーノを倒すのに使う可能性もあるかもしれない。
They play the Iron Bundle.
はい、画面に出てる極ライゴね。
Is that Greninja grab? Okay.
70ダメージ出せるんで、まあ4枚とか取らせると280。
I'm not sure how I feel about the Iron Bundle. It seems okay. The Iron Bundle seems okay. How about it's prizing 4 energies? It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Prizing double fighting is probably a bigger deal than prizing 4 energy. Because you draw prize cards pretty fast with this deck. You don't need, like, all your energy, obviously. Alright, concealed cards. Another nest. And there's the Sada. But no... Ooh, okay. The energies that are available are a little awkward. Yeah, it's a little awkward. There's only grass in the discard pile, so really missing out on, like, a vessel. Who knows? Maybe they get... Confirming what the Sandy Shocks does. Fighting and Colorless can one-hit KO Gingino. Alright. Reliant on the vessels. Tails. Could see a call for family here, to be honest. You could just get... Because there's a jet in hand, I believe. You could just get Minccino and call for family for double Lugia V. That could be the play here. And just chill for a turn. I don't know. I'm kind of trying to think of what else you'd want to do here. But that seems fine to me. See what they go for. Man, dude, every time I see them open up with a Minccino, you just wish. You wish the Minccino was the call for family Minccino. The 70 HP Minccino sucks. He can't call for family. Like, he can't rally the squad. He's so bad. Because, like, right here, call for family would be pretty sick. I guess you can still get the other call for family one and then jet it up, but still, you know what I'm saying? It's a rat without his family? Exactly. Why do people play it though? The 70 HP one? Because Dragapult can't one-hit KO it. I don't know if that makes it worth it though, to be honest. Let's just Lugia grab, not the call for family grab. Well, I was kind of hyping up the idea of the call for family play there. Can't see what it is. Off the table. Here we go again. Heads. Okay, we do get an Archeops grab here. And then you can Ultra Ball. And then you could read the wind. You could Ultra Ball away, Mist, and V-Star, and then read the wind. But that means you're leaving your only Lugia V in your active. Which, that doesn't sound good. You could read the wind and Ultra Ball. You could Ultra Ball here for... You could Ultra Ball for... Luminion. And then Luminion for... Luminion... And then Luminion for like a Researcher or an Iono, I guess. And then you could jet up and still read the wind. But you have to find like another Lugia V as well to protect yourself. From having your only Lugia get KO'd. But we've seen it happen before. The Lugia's gotten KO'd and then they've still come back and won the game, so. With a solo chop. See what they go for. What are we getting? I do something. Goes for Lugia. Not the Luminion. Wait, goes for Lugia. They have 2 Lugias in the hand? Am I trolling? So we're going to read the wind on the Mist energy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's better than not getting a Lugia V, that's for sure. Read the wind, draw 3. Okay, I mean, this is fine. I don't hate this. Whatever. All right, that's fine. All right, how good of a turn will we have for the Bolt? There's an extreme lack of energy right now. Does not have any good energy. Sada here is pretty mid. Yeah, pretty mid. Could retreat to the Bolt and then Superior away. Oof. They're just going for this play. I don't know about this play. They get a fighting. Yikes. Jeez. This is not good. This hand sucks. If you want to see any more cards here, you have to retreat your Ogre Pawn, Superior Energy Retrieval to recover the energy, and then Ogre Pawn for 1. It's a lot of cards to draw 1 card. So I was wondering if they should have retreated the Ogre Pawn to the Raging Bolt, and then used the Superior, and then used Concealed Cards, and then used Ogre Pawn. And then went into the Sada, maybe after that. But yeah. I wonder if that would have been the... That seems like the better play, to be honest. It looks like they're going to run to Raging Bolt and pass. Jeez. Not even going to go for the Burst Draw. Alright, let's see what Lugia can put together here. They've got a Capturing Aroma. Honestly, if they get heads on this Capturing Aroma, just going for Read the Wind here seems fine. Looks like a Tails, though. Could just grab a Lugia V and then Iono to the bottom of the deck. Or you could just grab something dead and you don't have to play the Iono here, to be honest. You could just Read the Wind on, like, a Lugia V. You could grab a Lugia V and Read the Wind on it, bench a Minccino. I don't hate that, to be honest. I'm actually kind of curious to see what they end up doing here. They do have a boss in their hand as well. Although, if you're not building up an energy for the turn, going solo chops here does not sound very good. I guess you could grab Luminion here. Grabbing Luminion here would be okay as well. Lummy into Jack, maybe? Lummy into Jack. Jack for Archeops plus Cinccino. I don't hate it. You are putting 3 2-prizers in play, which is not great. Yeah, putting a third 2-prizer in play is not great, but it's okay. See what they end up on. Yeah, you want to try and only have 2 2-prizers in play, I think, but I honestly don't hate that line. Goes for the Flutter Mane, so just thinning out the deck. So let's see if they just Read the Wind on the Flutter Mane. I think if they had hit heads there, they definitely would have just grabbed Archeops and read the Wind. But now do you just go all out and just go bench Minccino, play Iono, evolve the bench Lugia to the Lugia V-Star, I guess. You could also just Read the Wind on the Flutter Mane. Oh, that's what they're going for. They're playing it slow. Taking their time here. Like, well, your turn was trash, so I'm going to take my time here. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Here's a Pokegear. But even if a Sada is found, the Sada's not the problem here. We need to find energy. The card we need to find here is energy. And we don't even have the Sada. Jeez. This is not good. So we could Superior into Bursting Roar or whatever. Superior for the Grass. Grass active, Burst Roar. Or Superior for Grass, Concealed Cards, I guess, is also a play. Wait, there's a Sada in hand. There is a Sada. I guess they were trying to thin out before using Sada. But Sada to the active is also just terrible. Because you can't attack this turn. You could get a Fighting Energy and Prime Catcher up the benched Cinccino. Alright, got some more energy to work with here. Concealed Cards. Whatever the Ogre Pawn... What is the Ogre Pawn ability's name? Ogre Draw? You find Vessel. No Vessel still. Teal Dance? Teal Dance. Swamp Dance? Dude, the hand still just like sucks. There's like too many cards to burst draw away, right? I feel like you can't burst draw this hand. But if they're using Palpad, maybe they are. They might be going with that burst draw here. What is it called? Is it called burst draw? It sounds like a weird attack name, but I think that's what it's called. Up high pass? Burst roar. Burst roar. Okay. Do the roar. Are we burst roaring? They're thinking about it. No way we burst roar. We probably should have burst roar, to be honest. Can't believe they didn't burst roar. There's the jack. We still don't have a way to get an Archeops into the discard pile. Unless we want to read the wind again. 3 read the winds is crazy. Reading the wind 3 times is just wild. Alright, that's tails. Get a basic. But honestly, reading the wind here again, I think is probably fine for the prize trade. It's another rat to chain the rats later. So you could just go Jack for Cinccino and Archeops. And I actually think reading the wind keeps you on pace for the prize trade here still. So I think you're fine. I think you can just do it. I think you can just read the wind again. I guess we're going to see. And I grab another rat, I think. Another Cinccino. I guess the question here is, do you play around Iono or not? Because you could evolve both Mincinos to Cincinos, or you could just wait. I'm not sure what's best here, to be honest. Oh. W rats. Alright. Oh, what else are we doing here? We're thinking about... Well, we should definitely attach the energy somewhere, I think, for sure. To one of the rats. I think. I'll put on a rat. I wouldn't evolve the bench Lugia V to a V-Star, though, because you already have one in your discard pile, so then it could get Gust KO'd and then you could lose. You probably want to hold off on that. And there we go. 3rd, read the wind. Top deck Sada. No energy in discard pile. You can prime catcher. Oh, hang on. We're going into the Poke Gear. There's a boss. You could prime catcher, then hard retreat the Ogre Pawn to Sada. But even if you Sada a non-fighting, non-lightning, you're still not attacking this turn. Game is criminal right here. Dude. Wait, is there an energy in there? Oh, wait, we have a lightning in there the whole time? Hold on. It was hiding. Oh my god. Oh, hold on, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Nest Ball, thin out the deck of a Raging Bolt. Yeah, we probably should thin out the deck first. Where are these vessels at, bro? Pokestop. Oh, Vessel, let's go. We're in it. Finally. Holy smokes. We're cooking. Let's get it. But it's too late. I think it's too late. I think it's too late. I think the Lugia player, the prize trade is too far gone. Like, the Lugia player's just going to swarm and the game's going to be over. I guess you could get the Sandy Shocks involved, and that could be enough, maybe, to offset the prize trade. Oh, we're going to chase the Cinccino. I was so confused for a second. They're going to prime catcher KO the rat. But then they're just taking a 1 prize knockout, so the Lugia player is fine with this still. The Lugia player is fine with this. Try and save the prime catcher. They get the heads. I believe they do have a switch card in hand. Okay. Now they can hands the shocks. That's true. They could hands the shocks. That's good. That's a good play. And then you have to respect the hands, because otherwise they can hands your Greninja as well. All right. Let's see here. Are we going to attempt the hands play? Lugia with the jet going to get sent up? Maybe not. Ooh. You could also just gust 3 times here as the Lugia player. You just gust up. Ogre Pawn. Like, you just keep gusting and you can win by gusting. Needs charm for shocks. That would work. That would get you out of range here. There we go. But the longer you ignore the Sandy Shocks... Yeah, if you just keep ignoring the Sandy Shocks, it can just keep Gust KOing your Chinchinos. I guess you could go Gust KO Ogerpon, Gust KO Ogerpon with Lugia, and then Ursaluna knockout. What are they going to go for? Oh, is Iron up the... Might put that on the Chinchino to make things awkward. The prize trade. I actually don't hate that. Oh, loading it up on the active. Okay, okay. With that V-Guard probably. Okay. So they are going to go with the boss Ogerpon here. Seems like it. They have a gift in hand that they're probably going to attach to the rat. And then they're just going to look for Gus or something like that. Also, we have another rat we can put on the bench as well. Put the other rat on the bench to still threaten. Yeah. Maybe attach the energy to the Minchino instead of the Chinchino. There's the boss. First 2 prize cards. Where does this gift go? I'm going to put it on the big rat. Okay. Then, yeah. Knockout. Get 2 prize cards. When they have catchers and prime catcher in hand, I think you go after the rat again here as the Bolt player. They did promote the Sandy Shock, so I assume that's going to be the plan here. How does the Sandy Shocks KO Minchino? The first attack does 90 damage and don't apply weakness. The second attack does 60 damage. And it doesn't not apply weakness. So it does 120 against a rat, because rat's weak to fighting. Yeah, no one remembers the second attack, but the second attack is your answer to the rat. Your rat answer. Man, their hand is massive here. You ever not bench this other Ogerpon? Maybe. Hold on to that, I guess. Are they just gonna boss KO the rat here? Because they haven't played a supporter yet, right? Boss, okay. Goes after the Chinchino with the gift. Gonna draw 1 card, I believe, here off the gift. Yeah, only 1 card. Doesn't have another boss in hand and use the legacy energy. So now that the legacy energy is used... excuse me. Now that the legacy energy is used, you can't attack the active with Iron Hands. No boss. Even has the Iron Hands in hand, but you can't do it. I mean, you could still just go Lugia KO this thing, though, right? This Sandy Shocks plus Iono or something. Lugia KO the Sandy Shocks and Iono. That still seems fine to me, to be honest. Because it does have the legacy on it, which makes it worth 1 less prize card, which is still pretty good. And you've got the Ursaluna for the lake. Ursaluna plus Jamming Tower for the late game as well. It should be fine here, yeah. Boss pawn again? Is that a boss in hand? I thought, what is that blue card? If that is a boss, maybe we do just boss the pawn again, to be honest. I didn't think it was a boss, though. But if it is, yeah, sure. I'm down. I would just grab a Lugia V-Star. Or we have the Luminion. Okay, it is just going to be a boss again, I guess. I guess that card in hand wasn't a boss. Was there a charm available for the Bolt player last turn? I'm not sure. But yeah, actually the charm on the Ogerpon would have been good. Alright, another gift to the rat. Still has the potential to be fully loaded and take the knockout on a 2-prizer. Plenty of energy left for that as well. Second chop's getting used. Although I don't even know if they're going to take anything here. Is there any reason to, like, I don't think you want to overload energy. Goes for a 3rd one to the rat. Okay. Rat fourth? Dude, that rat is fully loaded, bro.
ついている状況になります。
I mean, I don't see that ever not being the target here. I feel like that's always the thing that you go after here is that fully loaded rat.
ルギア V スターが場に残っているということと、バトルの中盤以降はガチグマ暁 EX が少ないエネルギーで技を使えるようになるので、まあ、あまり
Chinchino in hand? There's no Chinchino in hand, but there's a Chinchino left in the deck, I believe.
スロットルでエネルギーをつけていくということになりました。さらにギフトエネルギーもついています。さあ、ボスの指令です。
Alright, there's the boss. And has an energy to attach. Dude, this rat is just it's just all in on the rat. And here comes the knockout. 2 more prize cards. Ogre Pawn KO'd. 2 more energy gone. Has the Prime Catcher in hand, so still could once again chase the rat. I feel like this time, I feel like you still have to go after the rat as well, right? You have to chase the rat here. Honestly, an Iono to combo with this current hand would be good, like Iono Prime Catcher. There's a Bravery Charm. I don't know if that makes that big of a difference here. We'll see. If you had a Bravery Charm for both bolts, then that would be pretty good, to be honest. Oh, maybe we are just KOing the active here. But you only get 1 prize card. That doesn't seem very good. I feel like we're still playing the Prime Catcher here. But maybe we should Prime Catcher and attack with a Raging Bolt, right? Not a Magneton. Yeah, we should definitely attack with a Raging Bolt here. Because if we attack with Magneton, they can go KO Magneton, Boss KO Greninja. I guess it's like the same thing, though. No, maybe attacking with Magneton is better, to be honest. I'll take it back. Does the Bolt even have a fighting energy to attack? Oh, that's true. The fighting energy is on the Sandy Shocks. And the other 2 fighting energy are prized. So they can only really attack with the Sandy Shocks, I think. Yeah, I think they can only attack with the Sandy Shocks here, actually. Oh yeah, could retreat Sada, I guess. But I don't think there's a Sada in hand. There's no Sada in hand, yeah. Using the Superior. Plenty of grass in the discard pile. I don't think you want to bench another Ogre Pawn here, right? Probably not. 2 boss down for Lugia. Does he play a 3rd? Definitely plays 3. There's 1 in the prize cards. Might play 4. Yeah, definitely plays 3. Could play 4. Alright, hands loaded up with energy. And then here comes the knockout. Yeah, the 3rd one's prized, but could play a 4th one. So Lugia can win this turn with Boss Ursaluna. But just going punch KO the active and then looking for Ursaluna jamming tower also wins the match. I feel like you definitely want to Iono this turn when you go for the knockout. I am curious if there is a 4th boss in the deck or not, though. It does seem like a pretty big deal. I wonder if the Lugia player should have just gone through the Sandy Shock sooner, though. Like, what if you just KO'd Sandy Shocks a little while ago? Is there another boss in there? There's no boss in there. But we could get the boss off the prize cards here. That is possible. Looks like it's just going to go ahead and load up that Ursaluna with some energy. Just a gift. Could grab the Mist there as well and put that on there. I kind of like the Mist grab. Put on the Ursaluna. That seems fine. And the Bolt player would have the fighting energy Sada back. Yeah, but they could have done that whenever they wanted to. They just had to set up Sandy Shocks and hard retreat it, and they would have had that. If they ever wanted to do that, they could have done that. Nothing was stopping them from having access to that. Alright, there's a jamming tower, which shuts off the Bravery Charms is on the bolts. So the Raging Bolt player not only needs to find a Sada or an energy retrieval or a vessel to get a fighting out of the deck if there's a fighting in the deck now. But then also needs to remove this jamming tower from play. There's the Sada. That's a good start. Can the Bolt still win? Yeah, the Bolt can win if they just go knockout active and bump Jamming Tower. They can definitely still win. It goes a Great Ball. Opted for nothing. And then here comes the knockout. Did we get the boss? No, it was the Great Ball. The Jamming Tower can still win the game through the Ursaluna though. But because the Ursaluna's in play, the Bolt player could also boss KO Ursaluna. I would take another V-Star. Yeah, that was interesting. You definitely could have got another V-Star there for sure. Okay, Hyper Blower. I guess that's fine, right? You're still like winning through boss anyways. That seems fine. There's the Iono not going for the Sada, so trying to draw into the fighting energy to get the KO here. You definitely want to get the KO here if possible. Going for the disruption plus KO. And there we go. Found the Vessel. Vessel away that. Vessel away one of these. Goes for the Sada Vessel away. Is there fighting energy in the deck? Oh my, they didn't pull one off the prize cards? I thought they pulled off the prize cards. That's why they went for the Vessel play instead of the Sada play. Is he only fighting in the discard pile? I thought they pulled one of the two off the prize cards, but they didn't. And they didn't keep track. They didn't keep track. Yeah, I feel like not attacking this turn is not good. It doesn't seem very good anyways. I thought we maybe got a fighting off that last prize card from the last turn. There's concealed. Do you want to bench an Ogerpon for it to get Gust KO'd by a Lugia? Probably not. There's the stop. The stop's pretty good here. The stop does bump the... This actually is winnable for Raging Bolt here. If you had... Well... It would have been better if you had a KO this turn, but it is still winnable, I guess. No! Well, no, I guess that's... Well, yeah, at this point, it's fine to put the Ogerpon in play, I guess. Just lose the boss no matter what. Well, it has to go to the bench. It wasn't Nestbold. Needs a retrieval? Oh, yeah, that's true. They could still get there with a retrieval. I didn't even realize that. With the retrieval, though, on the draw. Alright, no rats for the Lugia side. Ursaluna is set up. So is Lugia. I believe they have one Jamming Tower left. They play 2 Jamming Tower. So if they have Jamming Tower here, they do have game. They can just retreat to Ursaluna. Ursaluna knockout active. Put Jamming Tower in play. We'll see. You're a supporter? Yeah, he played Iono. He did have the Sada before the Iono, but chose not to play it. Went for the disruption instead, hoping to draw into a fighting energy. And if they got a retrieval, they would have been fine. But pass. Here comes the chops. I think they have the. No, Jamming Tower's in the deck. I was saying, I think they have the Jamming Tower. Oh, we can just run to Lugia and then attack. There's not that many resources left here. There we go. Punch for 220. And then for the Raging Bolt player, is there some like weird sneaky play you could do here as Raging Bolt? Like, lose the boss no matter what. If you get the active one to the bench, you could KO the active and then also find a Bravery Charm, and yeah, that could be something, I guess. Do an energy count real fast. Could you try and trap something in the active? There is a jet left. You could try and get to your other Raging Bolt and KO the Ursaluna. Oh wait, isn't that the play? If you get to your other Raging Bolt and KO Ursaluna, you just win. Because the last prize is the boss. Of course, they don't know that, but yeah, if you just go KO Ursaluna with the bench Raging Bolt, you win. See if they can get there.
耐久力を持って攻めていかなきゃいけないので、また勇気のお守りがね、もう1枚求められてるんですよね。
ちょっとこれは苦しい状況ではあるがポケギニャ。
Does Jamie Tower disable the tools on the bench? It does, yes. It just disables all tools in play.
山札を行くサポートの効果で、
Alright, they found an Iono, but I imagine Sada's going to be the play here.
エネルギー回収だったり、勇気のお守りだったりとちょっと多いんですよね。
Sada to the active and the bench. Yeah, there we go. Put the fighting on the bench. Oh, we got to put... Oh, I think there's a switch card in their hand. That's why they didn't put one on the active.
はい、直接つけることができるので、まあ攻撃に転ずることができて、
Okay.
入れ替えカードも来たので、入れ替えも叶う。
No Pokemon catcher yet, but does have a Pokestop.
勇気のお守りがあると、
I think there is some Pokemon catchers left here.
このエネルギー
You have to KO the Ursaluna. Or you want to KO the Ursaluna. If you could go without it and then just hope.
隠し札で引いたりというところ
Oh, no, no. In this situation, you don't even have a Bravery Charm for the bench, Raging Bolt. Oh, so you literally lose this turn if you don't get a Bravery Charm or KO Ursaluna. And they have neither of those, I think. Could maybe put the Pokestop in play and find Pokemon catcher, I guess. But... Oh, wait, we have concealed cards still left. Hold up. There's a Bravery Charm.
チャンス作りました。
Okay, that protects us. They could use Pokestop, but then we deck out. So we can't use Pokestop. I don't know if you want to give it to your opponent here. I don't know if it really matters if they have access to it or not. Could you also ever wait? I don't know if you can wait. I don't know if you can wait here. I think you maybe have to go. Yeah, I don't think you can wait here. Goes for it. Oh, they got the catcher. They got the catcher. If they get heads, they can KO the Ursaluna. They got the Super Rod to recover the deck so they don't deck out. It's all coming together here. There's a Super Rod. Probably should recover in Triple Grass. I don't know. You might get something else back. I'm not sure. Okay. Are they gonna go for? Blur wins the game for them next turn. Yeah, I guess. I mean, they could also just we could Ultra Ball away a grass and then retrieval it back, I guess. Weird shuffle. They weren't on shuffle. They were going back in. All right, there we go. Hyper Blower. Why are we doing it this turn? Well, I guess it seems fine. I guess I actually don't know. It seems fine. I don't know. I mean, you always send up Archeops here, I feel like, right? I feel like it's got to be an Archeops send up. You can't send up Ursaluna because then you lose. Play around gift? No, you don't have anything you can get out of your deck that where giving your opponent gift works. If you give them the Ursaluna, you lose. Because that's your only attacker that can win the game at this point because your last boss is prized. If your last boss wasn't prized, then you could push up Ursaluna and hope to draw into boss. But you can't do that here. I don't even know if that'd be the correct play in that situation, to be honest. You really wanted your Lugia to get KO'd, but now you're not taking a gift KO here. I think Raging Bolt might be able to walk away with this game here. We'll see. Alright. Rush one. Got the Bravery Charm. And we could even catch or KO the... Oh, but you don't want to trigger the gift, though. Okay. I like this. 3 knockout. Even though you could go for the catcher, you're not going for the catcher because you just want to not KO. You just don't want to trigger gift. Jamming Tower top deck is the win. It's a jet. Yeah, there's no way. You could retreat. Hold up. You could jet up your Archeops, though. You could jet up Archeops. Oh, now they just lose. Wait. Oh, wait. No, they don't just lose. Now it comes down to the catcher to bring up a 2-prizer. Oh, wait. Now we still need a heads off the... Oh, my gosh. And he needed the heads. Wait, how did he do? Holy smokes, dude, that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. I think the Lugia player just burnt. The Lugia player just needs to deal with the Matang or the Sandy Shocks. The Lugia players need to go through the Sandy Shocks off the rip and not gust around it. That is a wild game. That was a crazy game.
大ダメージでポケモン EX が倒れる展開をなるべく避けていくことができました。
これは小宮山選手にとってはどうでしょう。この後の2戦目、かなり素早くプレイングして、勝ちに行かなければいけないということになりました。
結構ね、この試合なかなか偶然にもこのような、遅めな展開になったんですが。
Should awkward turn into the shocks?
動いた時のスピード感はかなりあるものですから、ぜひともね小宮山選手に。
Was that even a possibility at that point? I don't even know if that was a possibility, to be honest. I don't even remember. It's been so long. 3 is 210. 3 is 210. But they brought up the Luminian.
この運にも左右されてしまう1枚が勝利に貢献したというところは会場も沸きましたね。
そうですね。ここぞという時に取っておいて。
That was a crazy game one, to be honest. I think the Lugia player just need to KO the Sandy Shocks like sooner. Just like KO Sandy Shocks and then like look at using rats after that. Maybe not make the Minchinos into Chinchinos so aggressively. And just keep them as Minchinos until you actually get to the Chinchinos. Don't commit too much energy to your Chinchinos either, or Minchinos. But yeah, that got kind of crazy there at the end. There we go. I assume the Lugia player's going first here. The hand there for the Lugia player is a bunch of energy and an Ultra Ball. So not a great hand. Hella Rats prized. Not a pretty good prize cards here for the Raging Bolt player. Top deck boss. The hand is just. Oh, we have a great ball in there as well. Okay, it's not truly terrible. We got a great ball in there. I mean, it's got to be a Lugia V grab here, right? Just in case. I think you just grab Lugia V. Maybe attach Legacy active already. Just get it in play off the rip. There's the Lugia V grab. And then, yeah, attach Legacy active doesn't seem terrible. And then next turn you have to Ultra Ball for Luminion, unfortunately. You don't really have another choice. So you're hoping there's no turn one hit KO here, but it's definitely possible. The Raging Ball deck is pretty decent at it, I would say. Yeah, does Legacy make its way down right now, though? All right, maybe no Legacy off the rip here. Thinking about the miss to the bench. Okay. Holding off on the Legacy. I don't completely disagree with that. I don't know if that's like good, bad, whatever. This opening hand here is almost insanely good here. Did they even draw for turn? Am I tripping? I thought they didn't. Wait. Dude, I can't count, bro. Did they draw for turn? I don't think they drew for turn. They did? Okay. I can't count. They did? Alright, cool. It didn't look like they did. Alright. They have double bolt in hand here. They're very close. They're very close to a turn one attack here for the knockout. They're just a switch card short. Probably just grab 2 grass here, to be honest. I think he's go for another grass here in case you can chain Ogre Pawns or something. We'll see what the three is. Looking good. Here comes the Nest Ball. Second Raging Bolt. Can still use Squawkabilly. Can still get Greninja. I guess you could go for the Sandy Shocks here. Goes for the second Raging Bolt. Maybe Sandy Shocks is prized. You can just retreat the pawn. If you retreat the pawn, you can't get the knockout. Well, no, I guess you could get another pawn. That's true. You could just get another pawn. And then that would actually work. I was thinking we needed that energy, but I guess we don't need that energy. We just need 4 energy. Here we go. So we need a pawn. We need to draw cards. Something. Billy does work. But that is a lot of energy to bite the dust. But you go for it. Okay, there's 6. There's a switch card. We got this first KO. There's an iron bundle as well, but I can't imagine we would need to use that here to force up the other Lugia. I mean, how much do we care about getting rid of the energy? I don't know if we care that much. This is the finals, yeah. He's going with the switch card. Oh, of course we have to go with that. Has Greninja Vessel in hand as well, so we should probably draw some cards with Greninja here, to be honest. I feel like it's worth it to draw some cards with Greninja here. Not going to draw any cards, just go for the knockout. I like benching Greninja at the very least, in case we get Iono'd. Alright, over to the Lugia player. No Minchinos established. No Chinchinos established. No Minchino, so no potential of a Chinchino. Could... Alright, the hand is pretty bad. Could possibly go Ursaluna KO this turn, but that's a lot. Call for family angle? Nah, you guys this has got to be Luminian for Iono or research. I don't know which one's better. You need it's bad. I think you have to hope that they whiff, honestly. I think it might be an Iono angle and you hope that they whiff the follow-up attack. Yeah, I think that's what I would go for here. I'd go Luminian Iono and you hope they whiff the attack off the Iono. You hope the Iono slows them down. That's what I would hope for here, I think. You get to conserve your legacy energy. Unless you just want to commit the legacy to the active, which I guess I don't hate as well. I think it's a Luminian Iono angle for sure. Lugia player is already playing like so defeated though. They don't have a great start. Little red card. The little red card indicates who is the player who went second. So that way they play towards even turns. A little bit checked out. Alright, there we go. Like I said, I think Iono makes the most sense. Alright, they agree. Gonna go for the Iono. And, I mean, ideally we draw into Ultra Ball, double Archeops, Ultra Ball, Jet Energy, Ursaluna. That'd be pretty good. That'd be good. And a Minchino. Ultra Ball, double Archeops, Jet Energy. Oh, I already see a Sada on the other side. It's just a Read the Wind. And gift the active, I guess. It's just a Read the Wind away the chops. There we go. I see the Sada. They don't have much else besides the Sada. They need to get to 4 energy here. There we go. There's the 3. They just need to find a recycler. They don't have. They got. Is there fighting in? Oh, do they have nothing? There's nothing else. Hold up. Maybe they found some time here. It's a pass. All right, that's big. Couple aromas. I see a research in the hand. There's a Tails. Could go for the Ursaluna. This is where the Ursaluna can get a 2 prize turn. Go for the Ursaluna for 2. I think it makes the most sense. They go for the Minchino here. Maybe they have Boss KO on the bench. If they have Boss KO with Lugia, that also works. You just want a 2 prize knockout this turn. I don't know if it was heads or tails. I also can't fully tell what's in the hand. Another tails, another rat. Not going for the Ursaluna for 2. Interesting. I feel like grabbing the Ursaluna here makes the most sense to me. Try and get a 2 prize knockout. They had the jet too and everything. Am I tripping? Am I trolling? I'm not trolling. They could have jetted the Ursaluna up. And then they have Research, Jamming Tower, Archeops in hand. Get a V-Star, take the knockout. Is it not prized? Oh, is it prized? Maybe it's prized. I don't know. I don't think it is. There's the Research. We'll need to find the Lugia V-Star. It's not prized? I didn't think so.
これね、我々の視点からすると、もうチラチーノの運用はかなり
There's a Lugia V star.
ルイヤ V スターは
But doesn't have a way. We could have got the KO. We could have got the KO.
しかないと。
はい。
あ、2枚揃っている。
Now we're not getting a KO this turn.
光の元へアーキオスが飛び込んできたベンチフル展開。
いや、良かったですね。
そうですね。結果としてここまではたどり着いています。ああ、もうすでにルギア V スターにも3
If we had the Ursaluna, we had the KO.
いろいろな計算
And not getting Ursaluna there, I think, is definitely trolling. You could have also put the Legacy on it.
先行3回目の番、小宮山選手の番。
How many energy do they even have left in their deck? They have 5 energy in their hand now.
どこまでこう動きを定めていきますか。
そうですね、まあ、レガシーエネルギーの使いどころっていうのが非常に大事になりそうですね。相手のサイドが4なので、ルギア V スター、ネオラント V という順番で倒されてしまうと、
Alright, here we go. How many energy are even in the deck right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we still have 6 in the deck here.
レガシーエネルギーをルギア V スターにつけて、倒されても、まあ、流れ的にはギリギリセーフっていうぐらいにする。
Are the other 2 Chinchinos prized?
ルギア V を出して、
There's one's in the discard here.
運用をする。まあ、やっぱ高耐久のアタッカーで最後戦っていくことだったり、まあ、ガチグマ暁 EX がフィニッシュを目指すことを、まあ、望みたい
Goes for a missed active.
ここは再度2枚取られてもいい
Number 2.
という
You could eventually attack with Luminion
肉を切らせて
as a gift to a rat. You could go punch the active and then Luminion shuffle or yeah, shuffle Luminion back in the deck eventually, right? But you do have to. The legacy has to make its way. Basically, has to make its way onto Luminion.
ドームダイブ飛び込んでいきました。
Either to shuffle itself back into the deck or something like that.
残り HP20 という形になりました。
Okay, there's the draw. Is there a Sada? There is a Sada. Okay, that's what we need to begin with. The lightnings. There's a lot of energy in the discard pile here. Not that much energy recovery though. There's still a decent amount of energy recovery left. What do we get? Oh no, there's a retrieval. Okay, more draw power coming in. Double grass. Draw with our ogre pawns here. Load up some energy into play. Iona for a future turn possibly. Another one. Okay, stabilizing a little bit better here. There's a Bravery Charm in hand. I don't know where that should land. Barad as well. I don't know. I don't hate the idea of super riding some energy back to the deck right here, I guess. Before you potentially get Iono next turn.
まあ次にバトル場が倒されちゃってもまあ正直良くて、逆に後で使うだろうタケルライコ EX ベンチの方に勇気のまま
What energy do we discard here? 2 off the active, 1 off the bench, 1 off an ogre pawn? That makes the most sense to me for being as conservative as possible. But I don't know if we should get a little bit more, I don't know, aggressive than that.
さあ手札を確認して少し手札を置くような動きも見せていますが、何を考えているのか牧野選手の頭の中。さあ1枚出した。
Am I playing an Ultra Ball to thin out the deck a little bit? I don't dislike it. Getting rid of a Raging Bolt though. Ogre Pawn seems fine to get rid of, but getting rid of a Raging Bolt? Why are we getting rid of a Raging Bolt? Isn't that like one of our guys that we need? Don't we need that? I don't like that Raging Bolt discard there. He can rot it back. Oh, is he playing? If he's playing Rot here, then I guess I don't hate it. I don't hate if he's playing a Rot here to get back 2 grass and the Bolt. I'm okay with it then. If that's what we're going for. But is that what we're going for? No, not going for it. Having a lightning on each of the bolts. Yeah, because now if we get Iona, our only other bolt in the deck goes to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so like I said, I think it has to be the Luminion. Yeah, so Luminion's got to get shuffled back here. Clear it off the bench. Then you need to stick the Legacy energy in the active after that. Oh, there's an Iono in the hand as well. Tails is what you want here to go get another Minchino to put on the bench. I am still up, yes. There's a Minchino. Okay, we have a Minchino. Legacy energy should be in the deck. There it is. We're cooking. It's here. Everything's coming together. We'll get our 2 prize card knockout here, and we'll get access to our rats, right? The rat line is a 4-3. It's a 4-3 rat line. Oh, goes with the Flutter Mane. Interesting. You can shuffle Luminium back into the deck and send up Flutter Mane. Does sending up Flutter Mane make sense, or are we ultra balling that away? Alright, here we go. Legacy. What do you go? Jet or gift or something? I don't even know which one you grab. Maybe gonna load up a gift onto the rat. Gift jet to the rat. Seems good to me. To the other rats. There we go. I don't hate that. 2 there. Shouldn't he not Iron Hands this in Iono and hope it sticks? Iron Hands this and hope it sticks. Draw 3. I don't hate it. I guess you just lose then to Prime Catcher, but yeah, I don't hate that. Iron Hands KO active, Iron Hands boss KO squawk. That could be a thing. Your Iron Hands is probably getting KO'd there, though. That's a problem. That's the bigger problem, I guess. Your Iron Hands is probably getting KO'd, but it might not, I guess. Yeah, because the plan here has to become get the... You're still playing around a Gust here at this point, I guess. You need so little to KO the Flutter Mane this turn. And then you have to... Oh, wait, they didn't even get a rat! Oh, no. No rats. I thought there was one in the bottom, too. Alright, what is the hand here? I think there's a Sada and a Nest Ball. No, it's an Iono. It's the Raging Bolt. Okay, they could whiff, though. They could whiff here. And then you could go into Ursaluna with the Legacy energy to get a knockout. You go Ursaluna Legacy to get the knockout. Possibly.
アタッカーのチラチーノにレガシーエネルギーをつけながら取られるサイドを0枚にして戦うということが望まれていたんですが、もしこの番に羽ばたく紙を倒されてしまうと、まあチラチーノがいない都合上、
There we go. Iono for 2. 4 on the Lugia side. Okay, it's a whiff. No energy for a KO. Pokegear, we're using it right now. Is there a reason to use it right now? Shouldn't we wait? I feel like we should wait a turn. It's aggressive. There's a Sada, but we just played an Iono, so it doesn't matter. Yo, I think Lugia might make the comeback here. Wait, did...
そうですね。
小宮山選手にもまたチャンスが出てきたんですが、チラチーノは取れていない。
Wait, did he just turn the Pokegear into his hand? What? Oh, roar. He roared. He used... Oh, wait, he didn't actually use the Pokegear. He just roared. Okay, dude, I was so confused. I was like, what? Dude, Pokegear's broken. If you don't see a supporter there, keep all 7 cards. Alright, Ursaluna time. Right? It's gotta be Ursaluna time. There we go. And we can put the Legacy on it. This is looking actually pretty good. You can hold the jet to reset it. Grab Legacy plus something. Legacy plus... There's no gift, so it has to be Legacy plus V-Guard. Wait, are we jetting it up? I guess jetting it up is still fine, I guess. It's not that big of a deal if we jet it up. Luna doesn't kill, right? No, it does, because there's a jamming tower in play. It does KO here. Yep. Got the rat off the prize cards. It's looking good. Yo, I think we might get a game 3 here. Is there even a Sada in that hand? There is a Sada, okay. Or do you just play the Iono though? Do you go for the Sada or do you just play the Iono and then hope for the reset? Like you Iono them down. I guess it could just retreat the bear into a Minccino with a gift though. Yeah, there's a Sada. Oh, I guess you could gust KO. You can gust KO Minccino with the Dandy Shocks though. You could Prime Catcher. I don't see a Prime Catcher in there though. Yeah, you could have gone Prime Catcher KO. Oh, we still have concealed. Hold up, we're not done yet. There's a switch. You could switch cart, but I don't think that's winning you the game. It's something though. Let's see.
雷エネルギーをあとは手札からつける必要があるので、そこをちゃんとエネルギー回収なども含めてクリアはできるようにはなっていて、じゃあここでガチグマ暁 EX を倒した後、牧野選手視点ではさすがにチラチーノ来るだろうなっていうのがこう、分かっているので、少しでも耐久を上げるという意味ではポケストップを引いてジャミングタワーをどかしたかったというところはあると思うんですよね。
Goes for Grass Lightning. What are we even looking to do though? It's just KO active, right? Or switch card into Sandy Shocks and punch the active? That doesn't seem very good though. It's depending on how many energy are left though, that might be the play.
ここ確かに砂の毛側で戦うのが一番強いことになりますよね。相手のサイドが
You need to bundle? Yeah, but if you bundle there, they're just going to push an Archeops. Or a Minccino with a gift, I guess. But Minccino with gift would be better. Okay, it is just a Sandy Shocks punch. Alright, there we go. So we'll do what? 120? At 18 minutes left. Off return. Has a rat. No boss. But if you rat KO active and reset your Ursaluna, you should be fine, right? Oh, you have to leave the legacy on the Ursaluna as well. How many energy are left? A double turbo, a V-Guard, a mist. Oh, that's fine. Double turbo active, retreat the double turbo in the jet, leave the mist or the legacy, and you should be fine. He discarded boss last turn. Oh, did he really? Why did he discard boss last turn? Maybe he thought there was like, yeah, I guess he was like just thinking that no matter what, there's going to be a 2-prizer on the active. But yeah, probably should not have discarded the boss last turn. Definitely sounds like a mistake. Alright, there's a research for 7. Still looking good for Lugia, even with that boss discard last turn. Still looking good. There's a boss for next turn. There's another double turbo as well, so plenty of energy left. Alright. You can keep thinning out the deck here in case you get Iono'd to draw back into the boss. There's a boss in hand now. Oh, you should leave the Luminion in the deck though, because if you get Iono'd here, you want Luminion in the deck. Uh-oh. That's a mistake for sure. Because now there's no boss in the deck and no way to get boss in the deck if you get Iono'd here. Oh, no, but I guess the Ursaluna would always get the KO. Well, actually, no, it's not true. Is there a Pokestop left? I don't know if there's a Pokestop left. If there is a Pokestop left, you could go Pokestop Iono, knock out Cinccino. You do have to KO the Cinccino here, though. That's for sure. The last rat is prize as well. There's the Bravery Charm on the bench. If you leave Luminion in the deck, then you could just draw into the Luminion off the gift draw. So there's a win condition here. He's doing an energy count, but yeah, I don't think trapping something in the active is going to work here. They're thinking about it. I don't think it's going to work, though. Oh, that's the Pokestop. Do they have an Iono? There's the Iron Bundle, but I think you want to KO the active here. They have Pokestop Iono. They could win this. Into the Iono. KO active. And the Luminion was put now on the bottom of the deck. The Luminion and the boss are on the bottom of the deck, but the Luminion could have been in the deck that you're about to draw into from the gift energy. Alright, here comes the knockout. I want to just super rod back triple grass, to be honest. Because you need more energy to take a knockout next turn. We'll stop first. Hurt.
さあポケモンたちとともに前に前に進み続ける牧野選手です。サイド残り2枚ではあるんですが
I think it was just triple grass there. I didn't actually pay attention. 1, 2. Knockout. Here comes the gift. Like I said, the boss and Luminion are on the bottom of the deck.
さあ残りサイド枚数1枚ずつ牧野祐介選手願う両手が合わさる前に出てくるガチグマ
First Luna sent up. Off return. Jamming Tower. Oh, Jamming Tower will do it. Oh, and had Ultra Ball there for Luminion. Okay.
ジャミングタワーが手札にあります。ジャミングタワーを出すことができればジャミングタワーに変わるこの音波が勇気のお守りの効果を消した
Sure. All right. Knockout. 13 minutes left. Tied up 1-1. What's he waiting on? No clue. I have no clue. All right. All right, what will we have here? See if the Raging Ball player chooses first or second here. That was a pretty good comeback, yeah. That was a pretty insane comeback there in that game as well.
レガシーエネルギーの使い方とか、まあそのルギア V スターをねちゃんと倒されても最後2枚取られてもいいという判断の仕方で、やっぱネオランと V を山札に戻せるという兼ね合いもあって
I'm just quadruple checking he had it. Yeah, you just want to make sure. You just want to make sure.
だがしかしこの第2ゲームにおいてもサイドに泣かされていた試合になり、チラチーノなかなか来てくれませんでした。その中で最終的には手繰り寄せることができた勝利というところです。
All need to get catcher at that last turn. No, you couldn't catch her around the. You couldn't afford to catch her around the rat because then the rat just one hit KOs whatever you have in the active. You have to KO the rat there. You have to KO the rat and then hope they don't have it. I should just be untimed. Probably not. I think having a time limit is fine. I don't know. I had someone say something recently about why there should be a time that made like a lot of sense to me. You know, untimed you just can't do untimed. People would like take maximum amount of time for literally every single action that they could. 75 minutes it should be plenty of time. I mean, you could like argue to make it 90 minutes or something like that, but which I'm not against the idea of that, but like the tournaments have to end at some point. Like competitors try and maximize any little thing, right? Like, all right, so choosing to go first here is Raging Bolt. Their hand is okay. It looks like it has to be a Squawkabilly hand, to be honest. 11 minutes left. There's the Billy. Optimizing micro decisions. Yeah, like people would take like every second they possibly could. Got an Ogerpon as well. We are losing. We're losing some good cards here. Losing the Prime Catcher, the Super Rod, the Palpad. The Palpad's like the least relevant card, I feel like. But we're also losing the Iron Bundle and the Super Rod, so we won't be able to recover it. The draw is okay. Oh, there's a Vessel. This draw is pretty good, actually. This draw is fine. At first, it didn't look that good because like we have to Ultra Ball to go get Greninja, which doesn't sound good. 2 long timer and viewer experience drops as well. Yeah, exactly. Like the players need to play the game. Like having a timer makes the players play the game. Like I said, they would like maximize how much time they could take if they could. Alright, draw a card with the Ogerpon. Attach active for turn. Ooh, another Vessel is pretty good here. Yeah, that's actually super good.
これは雷エネルギーを
Isn't it better to bench bundle? Not in this scenario, because you're not going to want to move it off your bench. You're not going to want to use it next turn because you want to KO the active Lugia. So it could just clog up your bench and you just never utilize it. I kind of like the discard of the bundle.
最終局面
Should the timer just not just be a thing in the finals? Not just be a thing in finals, your thoughts? Well, I just said, yeah, no, I think timer should exist.
そうですね
Timer should exist in Top Cut, including finals.
1枚ついて番が帰りましたさあ
Other main bench, research. No attach active? Wait, why? What are we playing for here?
送られましたそして7枚引いていきますこの
Why would we not attach gift active for a read the wind here? Alright, that's a lot of Pokemon. Why did we also bench the Flutter main? Wants to jet Flutter?
表キャプチャー
That's a heads?
強烈なアロマの香り
I guess you could jet Flutter. I guess that is like a okay play, right? You protect your two prizer. That seems fine actually. I think yeah, I guess I agree with it. That seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. I was like just kind of locked on the idea of using Read the Wind. I just kind of thought we'd like have to use Read the Wind to play the game, so I was like, I guess that's not 100% true. We do have no energy here. Oh, should have played the Great Ball first, right? Oh no, I guess it's fine. So that's 2 chops in the discard pile. Wait, actually, we probably should have played that Great Ball first. Take it back. We need second Lugia V here for sure now, though. Alright, second Lugia established. We also got a Minchino to go on the bench. Looking okay here. It's looking okay. Prime Catcher's gone as well on the Raging Bolt side, which is a big deal. 8 minutes left. What if you whiff the Great Ball? Nah, we don't whiff those. Alright. Off the rip. Knockout is already set up on this Lugia. What else do we got to work with? Oh, we got a grass. We can still get up a little bit more set up. Also, we can bench another Raging Bolt here, probably, just in case. S-Ball. Or, I mean, Greninja or Ogerpon, they're both good. Goes for the Ogerpon over the Greninja. Seems like time isn't going to be too big of a factor in this one. Oh, we had a grass energy for the Ogerpon. Alright, makes sense. Just load up as much as possible. I could still bench the Greninja. Oh, giving up on the... We're done. No more Greninja. Goes for the Sandy Shocks instead. Get that ready. Respond to a rat. Alright. Makes sense. And then we need to discard 4 here. 2 off the active, 2 off the Ogerpon. Makes sense to me. Knockout, first 2 prize cards drawn. Rat gets pushed up here. Got that Fluttermane clogging our bench now. But it shouldn't be a big deal for the situation. Iono top deck. We have the Chinchino. We are down a Chinchino. I'm just Chinchino Iono. What are they thinking about? Jack? Do they want to go Luminian for Jack? I don't hate it, I guess. Ursaluna is prized, which is a big deal. They're doing it. Luminian for the Jack. Okay. This guarantees the Lugia V-Star. Which they wouldn't have whiffed. They would have hit the Ultra Ball, but they would also hit a lot of energy in that draw. There we go. I don't even know what else you grab here. Probably just a second V-Star, to be honest, but I'm not sure. You probably just grab another... Oh, they're not going to grab another card? Oh, I guess you maybe don't want to, so you draw more off gift. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Alright, so we need to search out 4 here. Gift, Double Turbo, Mist, V-Guard. Number 2. V-Guard, Double Turbo. Yep. And then V-Guard. Get rid of it. V-Guard's trash. Get rid of it. Oh, we're going into the Legacy immediately. Not even going to leave open the option to attack with Luminian or hands. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Should we be getting rid of Legacy immediately? I feel like we could use Legacy to Luminian respond to the... We could use Luminian to respond to the Magneton, right? I don't know if I like that Legacy play there. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it goes. It is still one less prize card they're getting, so maybe it does work out. We'll see, we'll see. Oh wait, but now they could win with Gust, right? We could see Gust and just win the game. Gust KO Lugia, Gust KO Luminion, right? 4 minutes. Both players are playing pretty fast though, so I think time isn't gonna be too big of an issue, like I mentioned. No prime catcher, but does have Pokemon catchers. We see one in the hand right there. And boss. Oh, could go just boss here. Has another Raging Bolt to use as well. The boss would work here. The boss just gets the KO here. And you could go for the catcher to win the game. Although, I think you'd rather... how do you want to sequence that? Boss first? Yeah, I guess probably boss first.
天秤にかけた時のメリット、デメリット、これをよく考えなければいけない。ただそのよく考えるのにも時間が足りないという側面があります。
Okay.
さあ、緑の舞踊り、なんじゃも。
Number 2.
もう一度、
What else we got?
エネルギーがついて、
Another grass.
草エネルギーを引いてくる。これは基本とエネルギー。
I don't know about getting rid of the Greninja when we did, but we'll see how it goes. We got the boss. There it is. Boss on. Goes for the Lugia. Gonna try and just completely ignore the gift energy as well. This also ignores the gift. It is gonna come back up and clap back, but I don't know about that legacy energy attachment there. I don't know about that. Because this turn, if legacy was in the deck, we could put the legacy on the Luminion and then punch carry the active with the rat. I feel like the legacy should have chilled. I feel like the legacy should have stayed in the deck, to be honest. Because now we see that you can, once you know where it is, you can just play around it. Got the Ursaluna. The Ursaluna doesn't really matter at this point. The Ursaluna doesn't really matter at this point because you can just bench another rat. You have backup rat. I mean, it could matter. The Ursaluna could matter, but you could just go rat into rat here. I guess you may as well bench Ursaluna and just use it as well, though, for sure. Just bench Ursaluna, swing with the active, take 2 prize cards. You have the Iono as well. The heads can just thin out an evolution out of the deck. Just grab like an Archeops. A lot of energy left. Holy smokes. Not going to use them all at all. What are they cooking so hard here? What are they thinking about? I think it's pretty straightforward here, but there's KO active, right? Ventress Luna KO active. Are they ever out of anything here? But you don't have an Iono anyways. It's not like you have a boss option. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Yeah, sure. Okay. Gonna go back in with the chops. Luna. Probably put a gift on the chops. I think this is just gonna come down to a catcher. Oh, chops number 2, just fully thin out the deck as much as possible. Here we go. It's the Luminion. Not that that really matters either, I don't think. And throw a jet there too. Just gonna get him out of the deck, I think, is the idea here. Goes out the jamming and Iono. Here we go. That's what they're trying to avoid. Catcher goes to the bottom of the deck. I don't know how many catchers they play or where the other catchers are. There's a catcher going to the bottom of the deck here, though, for sure. Jet to work with. No boss. Here comes the knockout on the active. There's no reason to play the Aroma, right? Because there's no boss on the bottom of the deck, so you don't want to play it. Just go knockout. Okay, there we go. What are the 2 cards?
残りサイド2枚ずつお互いにサイドこの2枚を取った方が勝利となる。
What do we have? There's the timer.
ジャッジの時計はここで時間切れを指しました。
先行でタイマーが終わったので、次の小宮山選手の番まではプレーが続行します。もし仮に牧野選手がサイドを1枚取れてサイドの差をつけたとしてもまた
All right, so I mean they had to win this turn no matter what. It doesn't matter. Like no matter what, you had to win this turn.
まあもちろん採用は牧野選手がこの前
Wait, but they still have a turn, right?
博士の規約などでエネルギーを満たしながらポケモンキャッチャーなどで相手のネオラント V を倒して
They always have to win this turn no matter what. Like it doesn't. The time doesn't change anything here. All they have is Pokestop though. No, but they didn't. They could have shuffled the deck. They could have played Nest Ball. There was Pokegear and they just passed. Wait, did they pass? Oh, okay. I was like, why? I thought he had to do something else. He was just emotional. He's just emotional.